Hey there, so in this particular chapter, we'll be talking about Vertex AI, which is basically the machine learning platform that lets you train and deploy your ML models and AI applications. Now, there are multiple use cases for Vertex AI, some of which includes creating your own custom models, using your AutoMLs that is provided by GCP. You can also use Vertex AI to create generative AI applications. Okay, now we'll start off by talking about Vertex AI Studio. Now, Vertex AI Studio is basically the tool that GCP provides you with to create generative AI applications. Now, what is generative AI? Generative AI is basically AI tools that lets you create new data. Now this is different from the non-generative AI applications, which is basically used to classify, predict, and to make decisions based on the data that it gets. The output of generative AI would generally be always new text, image, and music. Now, this includes things like your ChatGPT, Claude, etc. So these are basically generative AI tools that let you create new text, image, or music. Whereas the non-generative AI basically used to categorize or label input data to make predictions. So the main goal of non-generative AI is generally always to get predictions based on the data that you have used to train it. So these are the two most important things to remember. So in summary, you could always say that generative AI is all about creation. You create new content that looks like it has been done by humans, whereas non-generative AI is all about analysis, categorizing and predicting based on what it has learned from the data. Okay, I'm back in my GCP console. Now to go to your Vertex AI, you can just click on search and you can search for Vertex AI here. And here you'll find your Vertex AI. You can click on this and you will be taken to your Vertex AI dashboard. Now here we'll be talking about the dashboard, the garden, the pipelines in the upcoming chapters. In this particular chapter, we'll be only talking about Vertex AI Studio. So if you click on your overview, you'll see a page that looks like this. Now click on open chat. You will see a screen that looks very similar to what you would get in ChatGPT. So if I open my ChatGPT prompt, you would get a text box at the bottom where you could just write your prompt. It's very similar here as well. So here you can just write a prompt and it would give you a generate response as text. Yeah, there are other things like system instructions and these parameters as well. Now I'll be talking about that in the upcoming chapters. So here, let's just write a very basic prompt on what is generative AI. And here you would see that there is text that is being generated. So now one important thing to remember is that you can not only insert text, but you could also insert videos as well as audio or even images to your generative AI. Now, before going any further, let's talk about how the architecture of Vertex AI Studio looks like. Okay, so now let's look at the architecture of the Vertex AI Studio. So here you enter a prompt, which can be a text, image, audio, video, or document. It goes through a barrier to check whether the prompt that you have entered does not violate any of the Google protocols or standards. Then it goes to your foundation model, or here it basically creates or generates the new text. And then again, it can either go through a grounding, RAG, or function call. Now, these are important topics that we'll cover in the upcoming chapter. In case it wants, the foundation models can also do a citation check, and once this check happens, it will send a response back to the user. Now again, before the response is sent, it again goes back through the same barrier to check that Google has not produced any text which is against its protocol. So this is how the architecture looks like. In the upcoming chapters, we'll be talking about all these functionalities, that is grounding, RAG, function calling. We'll check what the citation check is, and we'll also create different applications using your GCP Vertex AI. Now we'll also be using other tools as well, like ChatGPT, Claude AI, and to check the difference between all three of them in seeing which is a better LLM and for what particular use cases. So that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next.